The most important thing is make sure that you go through the criteria that is stipulated there before you apply, so that you wouldn't apply for a certain bursary that according to the criteria you don't meet the specific criteria. So it's very important that you read through, you go through all the criteria that are stipulated on the each and every bursaries that are advertised, because the bursaries, they do differ. They do have the specifications and they do have different criteria. So it's very important to make sure that you familiarize yourself with the criteria of each bursary before you can make any decision to apply for bursary.
Ladies and gentlemen, we remind you once again that you do not only apply for the funding, you must also apply for admission with the university. You need to see to it that you have an application with the university to be able to have access to study with the university. Then you can proceed now with your application for funding for 2024. Thank you.
In our presentation regarding the postgraduate bursaries, we emphasize that our bursaries for postgraduate diplomas, masters and doctoral bursaries will be opening in the first week of December until the 31st of January 2024 for 2024 academic year. I'm highlighting that particular statement so that students who are still busy with their undergraduate qualifications, that are expecting to complete their undergraduate qualifications this year and intending to enroll for postgraduate diplomas or honors, they must make sure that their qualifications are completed before they can apply for postgraduate bursaries, because the system, when you're applying for a postgraduate qualification bursary or honors bursary, the system automatically will be able to read with your student number or the ID number that you provided on the system whether you already received admission or an offer for the qualification that you are intending to enroll, or the qualification that you want to apply for the bursary for. So if your qualification is not yet completed, then the system will kick you out automatically to say you don't meet their criteria requirements. Because at that time, let's say for example, your college, let's say you are doing a BBA, and now your College of Economic and Management Science will be busy with auditing your qualification, and they haven't sent you any confirmation that your qualification is completed. You, in that instant, you won't be able to apply for postgraduate bursary, because the system will still read you as an undergraduate student. So in that regard, you won't be able to apply for postgraduate bursary. That's the unfortunate part about it. But we as DSF, Division of Student Funding, because we are not forming part of auditing process of the qualifications, we are not forming part of the curriculum, we are unable to assist the student if they encounter such problems on the system.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please note that as part of NSFAS funding, we also have a bursary or a funding for our students with special needs. Students must also apply online or at NSFAS website, www.nsfas.org.za. The applications goes directly to NSFAS. NSFAS will do the assessments, and once done, NSFAS usually communicate with the university during the registration intake in January, February about the outcomes, and only then funding will be allocated. Thank you.
In addition to my colleagues' information, we have a dedicated team responsible for different bursaries that are advertised on the website. It might be an invitation bursary. It might be the bursary that is you need to apply via our website, UNISA website. We do have dedicated officers that are responsible for each and every bursary. We make sure that when we advertise the bursary, we make sure that we leave the contact details of a relevant person that is responsible for that specific bursary that is advertised. So you are free to send any query or telephonically, you can find us there to call us to make sure that you get all the information before you apply for the bursary, so that you will avoid a situation whereby you will just apply for the bursary but not understanding what is really required, and at a later stage you find that your application will be dismissed or will not be approved. So it's very key that you get all the relevant information before you can apply.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we are here to inform you that we have our service providers at various regional offices across the country. Feel free to visit our offices at UNISA service providers at UNISA campuses. We have officers there that we can share information relating to funding. If you want to know about the applications, if you want to know more about your funding, your allowances, you are more than welcome to visit the regional offices. Thank you.
All right, and we are still waiting for the any question to come through on our screen. We haven't seen any question. Hopefully the information that we are providing at the moment will answer all the questions or concern that you may have on your side. In addition to the undergraduate qualification, specifically here I'm talking about NEFSAS. It's very important when you're applying for NEFSAS under NEFSAS website, nefsas.org.za, you provide correct information that is required. We've experienced a lot of students that are applying using their grandparents or their guardians' information to apply for NEFSAS bursaries. At a later stage, when NEFSAS they are doing their auditing, once the students they are provisionally funded, and you find that those students are registered, only to find that at a later stage the students are defunded based on the fact that initially when they make their application they provided the incorrect information. So let me highlight this, that NEFSA systems are linked with Home Affairs information. So you find that you are applying with your guardian, your grandparents' information, and your father or your mom, she's still alive and she's working, but you don't want to disclose that information of your father or your mom. So you will provide such information, but at a later stage,